Sonic Lore Podcast. I am one of the students. My name is Devon.
I'm the other student, Morg.
And I'm the teacher, Dan. This week, we're talking about Mario and Sonic at the 2010 Olympic Winter Games for the Nintendo DS. Well, it's just...
Remember when the Olympics happened?
Oh, yeah. It'll be fun when we eventually, in like 2 years, talk about the 2020 Olympics game that did, in fact, come out in 2019.
Wow. They shot their load and didn't get anything out of it, I guess.
Unforeseen circumstances ruined the Olympics.
Good. I mean, not the circumstances, but the Olympics being ruined.
All right. So we've got a couple news things to note. The first is Sonic the card game was announced. They're going to be making a Sonic the Hedgehog card game. I don't believe they've established what it is. There have been Sonic card games before. In fact, for Christmas, Audrey got me Sonic the Hedgehog Dice Rush.
Nice.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
So what else? The second thing I want to mention is for this year's IDW annual issue, it's going to be themed around Sonic's 30th anniversary. And let me pull up the official statement. Okay. Here's the official solicitation for the Sonic 30th anniversary annual comic. Flynn, that's Ian Flynn, along with Hammerstrom and Graham, I don't remember their names. I don't remember their full names. On art, will write Season of Chaos, which sees Sonic go on the hunt for the titular Chaos Emeralds with his friends Tails, Amy, Knuckles, Mighty, and Ray. Galligan.
Who?
Oh, Mighty and Ray. They're from, like, the classic games. They're from this really obscure Sonic arcade game, and then Mighty was in Sonic... Mighty was also in Knuckles Chaotix, and both of them got added to Sonic Mania as DLC.
Oh.
Yeah. Let's see. Galligan teaming... Oh, yeah. Mighty the Armadillo and Ray the Flying Squirrel.
Oh, so that's who these two are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. They were, for a long time, they were, like, super deep, obscure characters as far as, like, classic era Sonic characters go. Like, Mighty was in Mighty was in 2 games, both of which weren't very well known in the West. One of them came out in the West, but was for the 32X, which wasn't a very popular thing. And Ray was for an arcade game that only came out in Japan. They were also in the comics, so there's that. Galligan, teaming up with Roethlisberger, will invert the usual Sonic lens to focus on his villainous foe, Dr. Eggman, in Dr. Eggman's Birthday, highlighting that this is also his 30th birthday.
True, I guess.
And lastly, the McElroys will work with Fonseca to answer the age-old question, what happens when the fastest being alive tries to get behind the wheel of a car? The answer might not be Sonic Team Racing and Sonic Learns to Drive.
The McElroy brothers?
Yeah, the McElroy brothers.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a little worried about that last one just because, like Travis's huge meltdown a few weeks ago.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah. Let's see. I think there's one last thing, just a quick Ken Penders note, which is that he is in the process of finding copyright-safe versions of Sonic and Knuckles for his comic. I know off the top of my head that Knuckles will be renamed Knox. That's K''Nox.
I hate it!
Come on!
This sucks.
And I don't remember what Sonic's name will be other than, like, the king of, like, whatever place.
It's just gonna be
that's
Sonic.
Because Sonic becomes a king in the future. Stuff written by Penders.
He's just gonna be Sonic.
Yeah. Honestly, that would be more pleasing to look at. I also know, this isn't a new thing, but, like, he has, like, 7 or 8 or a lot of, like, volumes planned for it, and, like, he has a title for each one. I just don't have them on hand. Maybe I'll pull that up next time. So, with all that news said and out of the way, let's see, we are talking about Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games for the Nintendo DS. So, this is not the first Mario and Sonic Olympic game. The first one was for the 2008 Olympics, I think. Oh, where were they? I don't remember. Hang on. I can just look this up. 2008 Olympic Games. 2008 Olympic. Oh, right. They were in Beijing. Okay. I started with this one because, well, I'm gonna be, like, a bit weird about picking these Olympic games because only some of them have an actual, like, storyline and some are just minigame collections. Like, the first one is a minigame collection. Yeah. I may have to, look more into this, because I know it gets just the inherent novelty of, like, this game, which is, like, this game is basically a minigame collection, but with an RPG overworld. Oh, there's Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, you little bitch.
You're perfectly functioning system, you.
So, where was I? Okay, yeah. I think there's, like, a history behind these. Like, originally these, like, weren't Mario and Sonic games. I am going to do some quick research.
I mean, I feel like there's a lot of games that are like, this wasn't originally a Star Fox game, but it is now. For, like, Star Fox Adventures.
Oh, right,
And
that
this
thing.
wasn't a Mario game, except now it's a Mario game. With, like, the Mario World 2 or whatever. I probably had the wrong game.
Mario and Star Fox at the Winter Olympics.
I
mean, that could have happened
might
before.
be mistaken. I'm not sure. Okay, so there's... Yeah, there's just been one for every Olympics, except for 2018, it looks like. There wasn't anything for the 2018 Winter Olympics.
I wonder
But
why.
everything else was like you got Winter Olympics to 2010, 2012 London, Sochi 2014, Rio 2016, and nothing for 2018, but there's one in for the 2021s that didn't happen.
It takes place in an alternate universe.
Okay, yeah, I'm not finding any info that says, like, this was something else before, but it is, in fact, licensed by the International Olympic Committee. Yeah. Which makes sense. They have, like, the mascots and all the symbols and all that.
Yeah.
So... Oh, right. Also, I think, like, one of the few... Like, if they're doing one for... I think there were, like, announcements that a future one would, like, either not have Mario or not have Sonic, and I don't remember which one.
That's so mean.
Oh. Just, like, fuck him.
Yeah. So, I'll just go through my notes of the game itself. Or just for this small chunk that I decided to watch. Just sort of going over the first section of the game. Should be noted, this is a special mode called Adventure Tours. It's February 2010. The Winter Olympics. On... Oh, fuck, I forgot what the name of this island is. I'll find it in my notes later. But anyways, they're having it not in Vancouver, but this fantasy island that might as well just be Vancouver. And Eggman and Bowser, Dr. Eggman and Bowser have decided they're going to hold their own Winter Olympics, and they can't start the real Olympics until it's over. To ensure this, Bowser uses his fire breath to melt all the snow, and Eggman uses his technology to capture the snow spirits who produce all the snow in the world.
Not to start more international conflicts, but I think countries should just start holding their own Winter Olympics and saying no one else can start until theirs are done.
Yeah.
Just feels so petty.
What if no more Olympics?
What if everyone said no more Winter Olympics?
So one of the snow spirits gets away. Frosty.
Frosty the snowman gets away. It's actually just a blue snowflake. It's not Frosty the snowman, unfortunately.
The rest of him was melted.
Snow spirits... Oh, no. The snow spirits are very much just the sort of Mario Party looking things.
Yeah, they absolutely just look like Mario stars.
And Eggman and Bowser are using the other snow spirits to make snow for their Olympic Games. And after they leave, Mario and Sonic show up. Frosty shows up to tell them about the whole thing, and that they have to go to Frost Town with Frosty. Shortly thereafter, they run into Toad, and they explain the plot again.
And Toad's just there the whole time, giving you advice, I guess, but does nothing.
Toad just lives here.
Toad is basically going to be like the Navi for Mario, because they don't have Mario or Sonic say anything. They just sort of speak through Toad.
Yeah, and Luigi doesn't talk either, but Tails does?
Yeah.
Also, Sonic doesn't really talk.
Very weird.
Sonic doesn't talk either for some reason.
The most talkative character, and they're just like, you will be our silent protagonist.
So, Frost Town is the only place where there's snow right now because that's where Frosty is. And Toad just sort of joins the party. He's not like playable. He's just there to talk and give advice. They get some, and this whole section is just extended tutorial stuff. They establish that you have to collect gear to play different mini games. You have to get skis for skiing mini games, ice skates for ice skating mini games, and so on and so forth.
They feel the need to just name them very special things.
Yeah, they call the ice skates in this the Stardust shoes.
Yeah, and then Cosmo skis or some shit, and it's dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
who gives a fuck?
I would accept that a lot more if these Olympics were literally held in space.
That would
rule. That would be sick. And they were like, no, it's just in Vancouver.
Progress is blocked by various walls of ice, which are being made by the snow spirits against their will. In order to break them down, you have to get crystals, which you get from completing missions. We start off with
missions are the mini games.
Yeah, the mini games.
Missions are you participating in the Winter Olympics that Bowser and Eggman do not want to happen.
Mm-hmm.
No, they're just good, clean fun with your friends. It's not the Olympics, even though there's people around you cheering.
there's definitely not a crowd out there yelling and cheering and clapping.
Listen, they all got here for the Winter Olympics, and by God, they're gonna watch something.
They're gonna watch the practice.
So, in these minigames, you can play as either Mario or Sonic. Mario has a more all-rounder build. Sonic's got more of a speed build. There are... Yeah, characters have stats in these games.
Mario is always an all-arounder. If you're playing fucking Mario Power Tennis, he's just middle of the road all the time.
He's just an average guy. Your average Italian pleber.
He's normal.
He's truly the most normal.
Mm-hmm. They do a speed skate. The person playing this video game does a speed skating mission as Mario. They get the crystal. Another thing is HP in this game is represented by attempts. So if you fail a game, you have to spend 1 HP to play it again.
Yeah.
You can get more in boxes and stuff.
I'm what happens when you lose them all?
Mm-hmm.
Is it just game over? I don't really know.
I assume this person is good enough at the game that they're not going to get a game over.
Yeah.
Bowser successfully sets fire to the Winter Olympics is what happens.
Oh, did we talk about the fact that Bowser set fire to everything?
Oh yeah, he did do that.
He did do that. It doesn't show.
So, because they take the spirits, Bowser melts all the snow, but it just shows flames on both the DS screens.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm oh, the whole town's on fire. Okay, except everything's fine. It's just the snow is gone.
Yeah, the cold put it out.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, they soon after clearing off the first ice wall, they run into Bowser Jr., who is looking for the snow spirits, and challenges Sonic to some speed skating. Sonic wins it. I think the player unlocks some stuff at this point. Bowser Jr. lost. Yeah. He's I'm gonna tell Papa to make tougher ice walls. So he does that. Bowser
Mario
Jr.
successfully beats a child.
Bowser Jr. is canonically faster than Sonic because they try to chase after him and he's gone.
Yeah, so there's questions with that.
Well, part of that is because Toad keeps running his fucking mouth, and for some reason Sonic can't listen and run at the same time, so he keeps stopping when Toad fucking talks. So it's all Toad's fault, actually, that Bowser Jr. escaped. I think Toad's in on this. Problem. True, me too.
Are you saying that Toad is evil?
Yes. Well, there is an evil Toad later, maybe.
Right.
We're not sure if they're evil or not.
What
they're
Toad?
Sus.
Toads are able to be brought out.
I said what Toad? What else? Okay, yeah, so Toad spots another tutorial character, Omochao. And Omochao's gonna tell you what to do next if you get lost or confused.
Yeah, I recognize Omochao from Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah, Omochao.
Finally, a friendly sight.
And we fully establish how this game works. Challenges, you do challenges, you get crystals, you use the crystal to melt ice walls. Sonic finds like this weird tower with symbols on it for various Mario and Sonic characters.
Yeah, what the fuck?
There's like a lot of deep lore to this.
It looks like a Mario Party like board, but vertical.
Yeah. This has some real Mario Party energy. Now I'm thinking, like, I think one of the first games I ever properly owned was fucking Mario Party Advanced.
Oh, I don't think I played that one. Played Mario Party. The first one I owned was 3 for the N64.
Right. Sonic gets some skis. We establish like the cross country minigame. The cross country skiing minigame. From what it looks like, it's like some sort of like foot race thing where you've got to like mash A to go up hills. You've got to maintain your stamina, and there's like a boost gauge. And after this first one, there's like these zones you can go over to like gain more boost. It's the one that feels most like a Sonic game.
Cross country skiing just seems like in real life like really like hard for like, but not as like fun as just going downhill. Like maybe I'm wrong, but
I've never done it myself.
I've never done it either. I just whenever I see it, I'm like, I'd rather just like go downhill. I don't know.
Yeah. So
I'd hurt myself either way.
Yeah. They run into Tails. And Tails challenges them to a ski jumping competition. Ski jumping.
After Tails almost kicked this player's ass at the fucking cross country skiing.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, Tails is good. Tails has been practicing his skiing.
Tails is really good at cross country skiing, but not at the ski jump where Sonic easily trounces him. It looks like you. Yeah, it's kind of like a 2-round thing, which is weird. I think they should go for like either 1 round or 3.
I was thinking 3. I wonder if it's based on like actual jumps. Like I wonder if there's only 2. I actually don't know because I don't watch.
Yeah.
The Olympics.
Me neither. So they do that. Sonic wins. Tails joins the party, and he talks about how he's good with machines, and that might be helpful later on.
You can play as Tails in the
you can play as Tails. I do not know whether or not you can control him in the overworld. I hope you can.
It only looked like Sonic and Mario to me. Because
Right.
they were flipping between the characters, and I didn't see
Right.
any button for Tails.
Right.
No Tails, only Sonic.
Yeah. Also, they established that Sonic can bounce on springs. Mario can go down to pipe. Let's see. They run into this gallery of Olympic memorabilia, but there's a blue toad in front of it who's acting sus. He won't let you in. He says it needs to be sorted out, but our Toad Prime thinks he's suspicious.
All the toads in this game are evil.
Mm-hmm.
I know, Evil Toad just reminds me, this is a complete tangent, but I'm gonna go with it, whatever.
Please.
Paper Mario, the first Paper Mario, you run into a group of toads that have black mushroom heads, and they're actually the what
they're
the fuck
Koopa
are they?
Brothers.
Yeah, they're the Koopa Brothers. And they're all they're trying to block your way, but you have to get the master to zap them all into their normal forms. But I don't know, I'm just what if all evil toads are inverted colors? That would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They should be.
That would be fun, yeah. They run into Luigi, and Luigi does not talk. Toad talks through Luigi. It's very odd.
It's weird.
Everyone in this game had their voice stolen by an evil sea witch.
No, stolen by Tails, who can still talk.
The sea witch's Tails.
And Mario and Luigi go in a cross-country skiing race. Mario wins it. They get enough crystals to break the ice wall. Luigi joins the party. I'm just kind of excited to see how big this party is going to get. Is every playable character going to be here?
I assume, yeah.
I hope it's absurd. I hope it's absolutely absurd.
I hope you can somehow get Eggman and Bowser on your team. I don't know how, and I don't know why. But you can play as them.
We aren't there yet.
I know, you can play as them in other Sonic and Mario Olympic games, I think. So
yeah.
I was gonna say we aren't there yet, but I was convinced when we meet Eggman Nega that he was just gonna be Eggman but nice.
Yeah.
I was so ready for Eggman but nice.
Me too. I was like, is this gonna be nice Eggman? Because he's negative Eggman.
I was like, damn, nice Eggman, here we are.
Yeah, Eggman Nega is a character from the Rush games and the Rivals games. And his whole deal is he's like Eggman, but even more evil. And from an alternate dimension.
You would think less evil. You know, how there was evil Sonic in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
And good Eggman.
Eggman is already comically evil. Comically, he loves pollution, he loves to put animals and robots, he loves to take over the world and make casinos, which are evil. So I'm trying to imagine an even more evil Eggman. What is he like?
I honestly don't recall. Eventually we'll talk about Sonic Rush and we'll figure that out.
Excited to see their takes on an even more evil Eggman.
Mm-hmm.
He's also from Blaze's World. What?
Oh.
He doesn't wash his hands.
I do like the idea of communist Eggman.
Yeah. Eggman Nega has Sparky, another one of the snow spirits, and Sparky's from Sparkleton. Sonic challenges Eggman Nega to a ski jump, and what was it called? The Nordic Combined Course. Where first it's a ski jump, then it's a cross country race.
Yeah.
Sonic bodies him. Eggman Nega escapes, but he lets Sparky go as sort of a reward. Also, he escapes by, like, this weird portal he creates under his feet.
There's so many questions to Eggman Nega.
I was like, why is this spirit called Sparky? Are they electric? Are they zappy? Because, like, I thought they were all snow spirits.
I think it's supposed to be the
so
circle.
I thought they'd be all, like...
Yeah, it's not that great.
They get in a cannonball and proceed to the next area. They also show the world map, where the next area is made snowy again. It does seem to be like a bunch of zones floating in space.
Yeah.
That's just Canada.
Ask Matt GameCube, he knows.
They go to Sparkleton. They unlock the missions there and a sparkly emblem. So I think that's it for what I wanted to cover. I did tell you to watch more, but I didn't have the time myself. I'm sorry.
Hey, I actually didn't either.
You want to see? Oh, I saw it.
Okay.
You want me to tell you what happens?
Sure.
We meet Knuckles.
Fuck yeah.
We meet Knuckles. Some vagary happens, which that I do not remember because this game is mostly just Toad talking, and my eyes glaze over whenever he does. But Knuckles challenges you to, I think, cross-country skiing, and you obviously beat him.
They're all the same games. What the fuck?
I'm going to check again. I think it's cross-country, but now I can't remember.
I assume they're going to open up more, but, like, it seems very repetitive.
No, wait. It's not cross-country skiing. It's a shooting minigame.
Oh, right. Right. Sonic has
It's just on the cross-country skiing course.
Mm-hmm.
Is there shooting? Is there shooting in the Olympics? Like,
yeah, there's like
I assume so.
There is a shooting event, and I
guess that kind of
makes like this weird non-gun.
You shoot like clay pigeons or whatever the fuck. Yeah, all right, fine. But I was like, what?
The minigame is you have to shoot Knuckles.
Damn. That's just Shadow the Hedgehog.
This game's real.
Shadow the Hedgehog at the Olympics.
I cannot wait. I hope Shadow's in this game.
Me too.
I want to know what minigame Shadow the Hedgehog likes the most.
Mm-hmm. So that about wraps it up for now. We got a lot of asks for this one, so I'm gonna start reading them.
It's a very popular game.
Is it?
Yeah. It's...
Who the fuck?
I would say it invokes a lot of questioning.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
It's full of questions.
Yeah.
I am also full of questions. To be fair.
We have two asks on Twitter from Sky at Genuine No Prize. Let's see, which one should I'll read this one first since I think it was written first. Since there's a movement to include chess in the 2024 Olympics, which character do you think is the best at chess?
Didn't know that.
Ooh. Well, the obvious two answers. I was gonna say Eggman, but I think Eggman would be too impatient to play chess.
I think, yeah, like Eggman is too obvious. Tails is better at mechanical stuff, I think. Maybe Amy?
What if it's Knuckles?
I don't know. What if it is Knuckles?
What if he just is really good at chess for no reason?
He's like kind of a dumb guy, but like he's really good at chess for some reason.
I think Wario and Yoshi eat the pieces when they're not looking.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, obviously. Sonic doesn't get the idea of chess, so he always tries to speed through it. Like he just moves the pieces.
I think Mario would be okay at chess.
He tries his best.
Luigi is bad at it.
Luigi is bad at it. I think Peach is like good at manipulating people in chess.
Right. Mm-hmm. Let's see. The next
She's like, I'm innocent.
Oh yeah. Peach is like an experienced politician.
Yeah, she pretends like she doesn't know how to play the game and asks you to like carefully explain all the rules and then just beats you within 2 turns. And says beginner's luck every time.
Oh God.
Sky also asks, didn't realize these games were about saving the Olympics. What other Olympic real-world institutions would you want to see Sonic and Dr. Eggman to fight over?
I mean, they kind of already fight over
the institution of society.
Like society? I was gonna say just like global economics and warming and stuff. Sonic's just here to stop climate change. What if they fought over, like, what if... Now I'm just imagining them going to, like, PTA meetings. I don't know what for. Like, maybe Sonic, is going for, like...
Well, Sonic is raising Tails.
Yeah, sure.
Sonic is Tails' legal guardian.
Sonic is going for, like, Tails and or Cream, and then, like, Eggman is going for, like... I don't know. Metal Sonic. His child, Metal Sonic.
Definitely.
Because Metal Sonic got into a fight with Tails.
Yeah.
Metal Sonic keeps challenging kids on the playground to a race.
Yeah.
Like he refuses to take no for an answer.
I don't know why I ended up at PTA meetings, but
no, I love the idea of them going to a PTA meeting and arguing.
For whatever reason, I'm just thinking like some sort of like sports league, but some American sports league like the NFL or the MLB. Just something like that.
What if they were really into curling?
Oh, I wonder if there's gonna be a curling game in this.
What if they?
Yeah, there probably is, right? Like, there's gotta be. I feel like that's such a winter sports thing.
This may just because I still have Sonic Fox in the mind, but what if they went to a fighting game tournament?
Oh fuck yes!
And they both still lost to Sonic Fox.
Sonic Fox, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, Sonic Fox is definitely better than both of them at fighting games.
What would the flags be behind them? Because everyone else had countries. Sonic Fox had the trans flag because they rule.
Eggman would just have his face. Like, it would just be a picture of him.
Oh, yeah. And he has a little cartoon, like, face of himself. That's kind of like his symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Sonic would be whatever the resistance flag is.
That like star flag and forces.
Yeah.
His Smash Brothers background thing is always just like him. Also, like technically, it's like him in a ball form, kind of. You know what I'm talking about? Like,
I think Sonic's flag would also just be him, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I'm picturing Eggman in Smash Bros. And I like it.
Oh, yeah. That would be good. Eggman for Smash. Let's see. Next question is from at Fat Dragon Tweet, The Tale of Dangerous Soup. So how did you feel about the death scene of Waluigi? I felt it was too graphic for this type of thing.
It was shocking.
It was art, and you should respect it.
They really went for a risk, and I think they made a good choice.
I'm like surprised that the game is E for everyone with that.
Sometimes you need to let kids experience death so they learn how to cope with it.
Yeah.
I will say it was a bit much to include a sad cover of Hallelujah, but it's about Waluigi.
Very creative.
Waluigi. Sounded like that?
Yeah,
I didn't have my sound out for this one. They heard him play a secret wah.
Wah.
Let's see. So let's hop over to Discord. By the way, if you want to send in a question, you can send it in either in response to an Ask post on @ShuffleSonic on Twitter, or you can join our Discord and ask a question anytime at your leisure in the Ask Zone. James the Cat Girl asks, now that Mario is dead, Sonic must use the power of Mario's soul to defeat evil. What power does Mario's soul have?
Literally nothing. He's so regular. He has nothing.
It gives
the ability to do taxes.
I think Mario lets you... Having the soul of Mario lets you jump higher, but Sonic can already do that, so it does nothing.
It gives you the ability to balance a checkbook.
Hold on a second.
But also, yeah, rest in peace, Mario.
Also, like,
you see
fire. I feel like fire is kind of the obvious answer too, because he's always like,
oh yeah,
fireballs.
Mm-hmm. Fireballs, hammers.
But that's all like stuff he gets from the games. Like that's not his like default stuff. What if you can just like go into pipes now?
Yeah, he's just an average man.
You can just go into pipes now.
Oh yeah, you can.
He can fast travel.
Yeah,
you can go down to pipe.
He can fast travel already as the fastest creature alive.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Jasmine, friend of the show, Jasmine Sidmon asks, Mario get COVID? Is that why he dies today, end of March? I'm very sad to say this, but Doug Bowser came to Mario's house and shot at him with a gun.
Unfortunately, Doug Bowser does listen to Q. He thought Mario was part of the Deep State.
Mm-hmm. Fuck. Deep State Mario is very cursed.
He works for Peach. He's part of the Deep State.
That's true. That's true.
Crooked Peach.
Yeah. Crooked Peach.
Heath the Mouse asks, what aspect of Canadian culture does Sonic like the most? I gotta say, Sonic definitely likes poutine.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, he's gotta like poutine, right?
Obviously.
Because, like, what is chili on a dog other than poutine, but worse? Poutine's so good. It's so gross. I love it.
I think Sonic might also enjoy watching Nathan For You.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he'd be like... Because I heard Nathan For You is kind of sad. I wonder if he would think it was sad at all. Like, it's fucking hilarious, I heard, but, like, there's some sad parts to it.
Yeah, it's... I mean, it is about trying to save failing businesses through silly ways, and as in the nature of those sorts of shows, that doesn't actually save the business. Drashura asks, which Sonic and or Mario character is probably Canadian? It's Luigi.
It's Luigi.
Yeah.
He was adopted.
Yeah. He's from the Canadian Kingdom.
Not to bring up Paper Mario again, but
yeah,
I just hit my mic. But like, I still want Paper Luigi game from Thousand Year Door to be real.
Oh yeah, that would be good.
Nintendo's cowards for not giving it to us.
Truly.
What other? I don't know why, but I feel like Blaze the Cat is Canadian. I don't know.
I mean, she's from the future, right? So like, maybe it's just like everything's Canada in the future.
Right.
Everything's on fire, and also everything is Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that answers all our questions. So let me find my die and we can roll for next week. Where is it? There it is. No, that's a D4. There it is. There's my D10. Alright, rolling. That is an 8. I think that's Sonic X. Let me double check. Yep, that's Sonic X. Next week we'll watch episodes 7 and 8 of Sonic X.
Hooray!
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So with that, let's take it to the close. I'm Dan. You can find me at a lot of places, and you can find all those places at linktr.ee/big_challenges. From there, you can find my Twitter. You can find the other podcasts I'm on, which include Pod of Greed, a Yu-Gi-Oh podcast. We are making our way through Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. We also recently had a very different episode that you can listen to right now. That went up where some Big the Challenges talked about Fibrain for a week for something. You can listen to Stranger's Fiction, an actual play podcast focused on one-shots. And we are now starting to upload our interstitial campaign called Lark Souls. I play as Kazuma Kiryu. It's pretty alright. I recommend it. And you can you can visit at Xbox_holiday, where Usher celebrates holidays with Xbox. And let me real quick check what'll be up by next Saturday. Cool. Next Thursday, i.e. the Thursday before you listen to this, it'll have been Margaret Thatcher Death Day.
Ooh, happy gender neutral bathroom day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and happy Easter, Xbox. That'll have long passed, but just want to say it. Happy Easter, Xbox.
Happy Easter, Xbox.
Let's see. Morg, where can we find you?
You can find me at Haunting the Morg on Twitter. That's Haunting the MORG. You can also find me on my other podcast, Departure Lounge, a Hunter x Hunter podcast, where I go through it for the first time with my two co-hosts or co-pilots, because It's airplane themed. I'm actually never mind. I was like gonna say something and then I'm like, no, whenever I talk about that show and like new episodes, like I just jinx it and then it just doesn't come out. But there might be one soon. All right,
you can
Devon?
find me on Twitter at Grooven Ghastly, and you can also find me on a Hunter x Hunter podcast called Going Well Hunting. We are about to start season 4. We finally made it to Video Game Island, so that's exciting.
All right. And you can find us at Shuffle Sonic on Twitter, and from there you can find the Discord. And you can also find us at noisepace.xyz. Speaking of Canada, this is a podcast network hosted in Canada. That's why it has a Z in it. And you can listen to all sorts of different shows. The site, this week's highlight is For a Good Time, ... where Juan Barquin and Isabel Arf talk about, from what I can tell, porn films? I don't know if this is an active one, but it's there. And it is in alphabetical order.
Weird.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think also just like porn culture in general. It's something.
You may have one horny podcast.
Yeah. You may slap it once.
That's a different show.
Oh, yeah. By the way, listen to Slappers Only. Listen to Slappers Only. They recently did a really good episode on Donkey Kong Country. And I'm not going to elaborate more on that. Yeah.
He's speaking on slapping it once.
Yeah. Alright. And as always, Sonic is real, he is strong, and he is my friend.
He's the only blue live that matters.
The only one.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.